ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Trevaskis and I'll be your MC for this evening. What a wonderful flashback that was to August 2019 when Russell Hart and his amazing coaches took a young and talented squad through pre-season training. A befitting opening to this, the 2019-20 Henley Grange Baseball Club senior presentation, albeit this will be a very different one due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Ironically, in this role, over the last couple of years, I've had to identify a number of scandals. 2 years ago, we identified the ball tampering saga, and then I had to speak to my mate, and we then got that one sorted. Last year, we uncovered the black hole that was sucking up everything in sight, including all of our import clothing. So this year, I'm pleased to report there are no scandals. The good news is though, I think I can report that Russell Hart has pulled a rabbit out of a hat. He's recruited 2 cracking young blokes to our club, and they're coming to us, and they seem to be on an excellent adventure, dudes.
Bill, Chad, this is really quite simple. Unless you get an A+ on your final oral report tomorrow, I have no choice but to flunk the both of you.
2 epic airheads.
Who is Joan of Arc?
Noah's wife? We are in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow, Ted.
Whoa. 1 time traveling telephone booth.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
I'm here to help you with your history report.
What?
That book will give you the number of any place you want to go.
Let's reach out and touch someone.
Who knew history
2 beers, please.
could be such an excellent adventure?
Who's here? It's Billy the Kid. Don't worry, we'll bring you back here as soon as you talk at our report. If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
So it's on with the show. Very soon you'll be formally welcomed by our President, Dominic Hodges. Following Dom, each of the coaches will take us through their season and their award winners. Amongst these, we will also be announcing the Junior and Senior Club Persons of the Year, as well as the Ray Thorne medalist. Over to you, Dom.
Well, thanks DT for that warm welcome, and thanks again for emceeing the event tonight. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of DT humour along the way. Before we begin tonight, Ram fam, I'd like to say a special thank you to Rowena. She spent countless hours editing film and voice memos to compile both our senior and junior presentation nights, so our members here and overseas can enjoy both presentations. Well, it's great to see you all tonight. The red carpet was once again a huge success, and you guys are looking so glamorous in your PJs in your lounge rooms. Normally there'd be 140 of us packed into the Nord Function Centre to celebrate senior presentation night, but due to the coronavirus it wasn't meant to be. However, as a blessing, we get to share the event with those who would not normally attend, with our many members living in country areas and interstate, and with past import players and their families who are now living overseas. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our club patron and chairman of the Westlake Sports and Social Club, Paul Sykes. Wherever you are, Sykesy, I'm sure you have a pale ale in your hand, and thanks again for your many contributions to both the Henley Grange Baseball Club and the Westlake Sports and Social Club. To our life members, to our valued sponsors, thank you for your support again this season. Our club would not survive without you. I would like to especially thank Andrew Gunn and the ALH Group, who are our major sponsor. Unfortunately, we could not hold our presentation night tonight at the Norwood Hotel, but hopefully our members will continue to support the Ramsgate, the Lynx, Findon, Watermark and Exeter hotels and all the BWS bottle shops while the hotels are closed due to the virus. To our long-term sponsors, MC Sports, Westlake Shore Foodland, Gasworks Findon, Flight Centre, Electric Results, Baker's Delight Westlake Mall, thanks again. Hey Ram fam, let's support our club sponsors and help them through these tough economic conditions. Coaches, players, past and present members, both here in Australia and overseas, welcome to what will be a different but informative senior presentation night. So grab yourselves a beverage, sit back and enjoy. It was another fabulous, exciting and super successful season for the Henley Grange Baseball Club, both on and off the field. With only 2 weekends left for the completion of the season, games were suspended due to the coronavirus. It was devastating news as our Division 1, 2 and 3 teams were all to compete in preliminary finals, and our Division 6 and both our under-17 teams had qualified to compete in their respective grand finals. In the end, the club ended up winning the under-19 premiership, beating West Torrens in a great game at West Beach, and our under-17 Division 1 team were awarded the premiership as they were the highest ranked team before the season was suspended. I would like to congratulate Phil Acosta, Shane Priest, Mark Bull, who were the coaches of the under-19 team, and Marty Kuzner, Darren White and Declan Steele, who were the coaches of the under-17 team, and all the players involved. Putting the devastating way in which the season ended aside, the future of the Henley Grange Rams is extremely promising. Our Division 1, 2 and 3 teams are all genuine premiership threats. Our junior program is blessed with 11 state players and 12 charter players, and our junior program is second to none. Our 4 men's social teams continue to be competitive, and our 2 women's teams continue to develop their baseball skills, have lots of fun, and provide great entertainment for our members on Friday nights. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the trophy winners in all our senior grades. Off the field, the Ram fan members continue to support our club's social functions. This year's highlight was the 75th ball, which was attended by 200 guests at the Semaphore Palais. Our club is in a secure place financially, and we will continue to work hard to provide all members with the best opportunities possible. Sit back and enjoy, and I'll see you later on tonight.
Thanks, Dom. We'll now hear from our 2 Division 7 teams, followed by Division 6.
Hi guys, it's Frank from the Div 7 Rams team for season 2019-20. Throughout the season we had many ups and downs and finished 11th on the ladder with 7 wins. Highlights from our season include our outfield catching by Steve Gilder and Jeff Barrett. Our pitchers were backed up with great catching from Zach Green and Gemma. Other highlights from our season include the pitching prowess of Gavin Woods, who had many a batter fooled with his pace. Paul Sykes joined the team early in the season, and he's come back year to baseball. One of his first games with us, we asked him to steal a base, which was met with a look of disbelief. But towards the end of the season, he successfully stole 2 bases back-to-back in 1 game. He came back to the bench, gasping for air, and said, "I'm done for the game for now."
Go Sykes!
I am awarding the coaching award to Paul Sykes. He was a great asset to our team on and off the field. His skill with the bat, excellent fielding and morale boosting really complemented our team. The winner of the batting trophy is Andy Gunn. For a guy that swings a bat like a golf club, he batted at .538 for the season and had 6 RBIs. The winner of the best and fairest umpire votes is Jack Kilner. Jack had a good all-round season, being strong in the field and in his batting. He pitched nearly every game and batted at .442 for us. The most valuable player trophy is awarded to Steve Gilder. Steve had a great season on and off the diamond and helped the team in every aspect. He batted at .463 with 15 stolen bases and 10 RBIs. Steve had a great attitude in every game and was a great asset to us.
I would like to thank the club for all their help and assistance throughout the season. Also a big thanks to Paul Oliver and Marcus for playing a few games with us. A massive thank you to all of the team for their support and laughs throughout the season. Finally, a huge thanks to my daughter Julia for scoring every game.
Hey everyone, it's Super Coach here, Tony Zaman, the coach of the Div 7 Henley Grange team. It's really good to be back, and it's even better this year because we don't have to have Dave Trevaskis as our MC this year. Thank God for modern technology, and we can all have some peace, quiet, respite from that bloody Hannibal Lecter.
How very thoughtful. Or did Jack Crawford send you for one last wheedle before you're both booted off the case?
No, I came because I wanted to.
People will say we're in love.
Yes.
Yeah. That was good.
The season will go down as a season of missed opportunity. We started off the season relatively well, and by the break we were setting ourselves up for another finals appearance. But unfortunately after the break we could only win one game out of the last 7, finishing with 7 wins and 11 losses and finishing 12th. It was a really disappointing way to end the season, but could have delivered so much more. Though we were underachieved this season, I believe the team has the personnel, the talent and the will to come back and be a contender once again. So it wasn't a great way to end the season, but they did their best, and we just got to go back to the drawing board and sort out a few issues. But all in all, the talent's there, and I believe that next year we will be back there again.
Coaches Award, Daniel Harris. Daniel's had a fine season covering the plate. He's a hard-working guy. He gives it all each week when he comes out. It's an award for 4 years of hard work. He's one of my original players from my first year. He's done an outstanding job. So well done, Harry. Batting Award, Michael Burlow. Michael had a sort of an up and down sort of season, but he kept persisting and worked hard on his batting. He stood tall and started to hit through the ball rather than chase it, which was a great effort by him to change things around. And he batted .432. So well done, Michael. Keep up the good work. Best and fairest on votes, Josh Kunders. Josh had a great year. He did everything I asked him to do. He worked hard, he persisted, and he was the one that kept us in it. But unfortunately the batters didn't support him the way they should have. But Josh, you should be proud of what you did this year, and come out next year and you'll be bigger, better and stronger for what you've done this year. Well done, mate. Most valuable player, Noah Trevino. This guy loves his baseball, and when he goes out there, it shows. He batted beautifully, his fielding was impeccable, and base running was superb. He's a quiet guy, he doesn't say very much, but what he doesn't say, he makes up on the field. And he did a great job this year. I'm so proud of what he's done this season. Well done, Noah. Well done, mate. I'd like to thank all my players for coming out this year, and I'd like to thank my team manager, Glenn, for the work that he did. Lynette for working in the canteen. She did a great job. Thanks to all the scorers I had, and I had at least 5 or 6 of them, so you know who they were, so thank you very much. And we will return, and hopefully bigger, better, and we'll be back up there again next season. Thank you to everyone.
G'day Ram fam, Andy B here, coach of the mighty Div 6 Rams. It was a cracker of a season for the boys, culminating in a grand final before the season was cut short. We won our way through to the grand final by toweling up Port Adelaide 7-zip at their ground, and that really summed up the season for us. I'd like to thank all the guys for their efforts, and also the other guys who filled in when we were short during the season. We should all be proud of our achievements and how we represented the club. The Div 6 Coaches Award goes to Jason Canavan. He's a bloke who's at the heart and soul of everything social within the team. If you ever have a beer that needs to be drunk or a feed that needs to be cooked, this guy will be the first to put his hand up. He spent more time in the canteen than most and was always the first to put his hand up when a volunteer was needed. But more importantly, he really contributed on the field on both sides of the ball. Looking back, it's probably Cano's best season with the bat for the last few seasons. And out in the field, for a bloke who had 2 crook shoulders last year, you'd never know it. He made some outstanding plays at right field, and he thoroughly deserves this award. The Div 6 batting award goes to Mark Rowe. With an outstanding batting average of 722 and an on-base average of 756, you'd think this would have been an easy one to decide. But it was a 2-horse race most of the season between Rowe and Funky. The only difference in the end was batting averages. Both guys were tied almost identically on hits, RBIs, triples, doubles, home runs. It was really hard to split. But this year the award has gone to Mark Rowe. I think he might have won it last year too, and it's thoroughly deserved. He's really in peak form at the moment. The Div 6 Best and Fairest, based on umpire votes, goes to Christian Butterwick. I was personally surprised the gap from first to second wasn't bigger here. I've been known to be critical of umpires at times, but how this guy didn't poll high up on the caps leaderboard will always annoy me. His contribution as a pitcher carried us to the grand final, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Despite using a DH in many of his games, he also contributed with the bat, which makes it even harder to understand why his vote total was so low. Maybe he's just too quiet, and maybe those first half dozen games he missed cost him dearly. But fantastic season, Christian, well done. The Div 6 Most Valuable Player Award goes to Colin Funky Talbot. This award was voted on by the players in a 3-2-1 voting system at the end of the season, and it goes to a guy who excels on both sides of the ball. With the bat, he's one of the best in the league. He was vying for the batting title all season long. But as a fielder, he's absolutely outstanding and has the ability to field multiple positions at a high level, which is a bonus when you're covering injuries and player availability. He's become a cornerstone of this team over the years and is an absolute pleasure to have around. Congratulations, Funky. A couple of thank yous to finish off. First, I'd like to thank my scorers for this season, in particular Wendy Roxby and John Lawrence. Unfortunately, there were a couple of others who slipped my mind and I apologise for this. I'd also like to thank the committee and ground staff for providing us with a team to play with and a ground to play on. Your efforts allowed us to have a tremendously successful season. I reserved my final thank yous for the team, and in particular 2 guys who I simply couldn't have done this job without. Rox and Bully contributed so much to the team's success, either through base coaching, providing advice, or for telling me to shut up when I needed it and I was overthinking things. Thanks for your honesty, lads, and thanks for your efforts. I truly appreciated every bit of it. And thank you very much to everyone in the Div 6 team. It was a wonderful season. It's a shame we fell 1 game short and didn't get to the grand final. But it was a great season. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. We will now move into Division 4, followed by our 2 women's teams.
G'day Ram fam, how are we going? It's Dusan Popovic here, the coach of the Division 4 team. If you had a look at the ladder, you'd probably say we didn't really have a successful year. We finished 5th out of a competition of 8. We gave it all our all year long, but came up short just on a number of really tough, tight games, and it ended up costing us in the end. So we missed out on what would have been the finals, which was a bit of a shame. But look, awesome squad, good mixture of young and old, some really talented ball players, and if you have a look at the stats, so we had over half of the regular squad who hit over 350. So it's kind of testament to the level of skill and the calibre of the competition that we played in, really. But yeah, probably the main thing to take away was just how much effort and heart all the guys put into it. Like, you know, we had Dicko and Forbesy playing regularly with crookbacks, Smithy coming back after doing his shoulder and out for a number of weeks, bloody Benny Edwards, who got carted off in an ambulance high as a kite, trying to take a diving catch out at left field. Matty B playing a game after he'd been slogged in the head on a comeback or in batting practice in the warm-up. So, you know, those kinds of things, I guess, just examples of how much the guys gave all year. And it was a real pleasure coaching such an awesome bunch of lads, and I think we all had a whole lot of fun, and that's the main thing.
The Division 4 Coaches Trophy goes to Cooper Matheson. This one really could have gone to anyone. There were so many outstanding players in the team this year. But I've tipped my cap to one of the younger guys in the squad. He really stepped up on so many occasions, showed a lot of heart right the way through the year, and look, I really see a bright future for this kid. If he can just stay positive, keep his confidence growing, and just keep enjoying the game, he's going to go a long way. Off the field, he did a great job, always willing to help out when we had canteen duties, umpiring duties, all that kind of thing. But on the field, he was fantastic. Look, he was our main pitcher for the year, and he did a fantastic job on the mound, and was a real joy to have in the team this year. So the Coaches Trophy for the Division 4 team goes to Cooper Matheson. The Division 4 batting trophy goes to Adam Rowe. This guy hit 520 for the season, at 800 slugging percentage, 564 on base percentage. He went 26 for 50, 7 doubles, 2 triples, and one of the 3 home runs that was hit for the year from the Div 4 team. He batted in 16 runs. Just so reliable with the bat this year. He was absolutely brilliant, and thank Christ he was good with the bat, because he was bloody useless on the mound. But the batting trophy goes to Adam Rowe. The Division 4 best and fairest this year goes to Chris Jansen. Look, he's just such a stellar bloke. He's a good pitcher, but he looks good up there while he's doing it as well. This guy can pitch. He threw 34 innings for us this year, 32 Ks, so almost 1 strikeout per inning. With the bat, he hit 375, 15 RBIs. He hit one of the 3 home runs hit by the team. He couldn't bloody figure out the signals to save himself, but the umpires wouldn't have seen that, so that was probably overlooked, lucky for him. But all that aside, I mean, this guy's an absolute credit to the club in general. Like, before, during and after the game, he's around giving it all, breathing so much life into the team and into the club. And, you know, I mean, he employs half of the Henley Grange Baseball Club, so he's probably worthy of the medal just on that fact alone. So the Division 4 Umpires Award for the 2019-2020 season is Chris Jansen. The Division 4 MVP goes to Darren Anir with a batting average of 380. He knocked in 12 RBIs. He was the catcher for most of the year and did an absolute brilliant job behind the plate. He also did a brilliant job on the mound through 17 innings, 15 strikeouts. And he was fantastic in helping me run the team and look after the troops all year. So the MVP, the Division 4 team, goes to Darren Anir.
One of the things I will mention, I guess, because I do have the opportunity as a coach making my speech, is just a tip of the hat to a whole lot of the people at the club who put in so much of their own personal time and effort to make things work at the club. So certainly not an exhaustive list of everyone that does their amazing things, but just the ones that I happen to personally see this year on the other side of things as a coach. And probably first off off the bat is Bully, who gave me a whole lot of support and mentorship in his coordinating role for all the coaches. So thanks very much for your support, Bully, and all the time and effort you put in. DT and Roxby can't go without mention. Just the amount of time that I saw them out there, after training, after games, and all that kind of thing, making everything work there is absolute testament to their passion about the game and this great club. So thanks very much to those boys. Dom Hodges doing a fantastic job as president and just breathing so much heart, I think, into the club is an awesome thing. And Ebony Bartolo for all your help with stuff just that I saw with the Div 4 team, but I know that you do as well in your role at the club. So thanks very much to them. Then just thank yous to the people helping out with my team, with the Div 4 team. So Rob Glusack, obviously, who took on the assistant coach's role, and all the organisation that you did to make life easier for me, and just giving the guys a whole lot of support and laughs during the year. So thanks very much, Rob. Thanks very much to Jim Burke, who took on the scorer's role. It's great to have someone who's so passionate about the game to be involved with the team, and I'll really extend heartwarm thanks to Jim. And Barb Merton as well for jumping in and helping out with quite a few weeks where Jim was unavailable. So Barb, thanks for helping out with the scoring as well. And thanks to all the boys in the team for helping me through first year as coach. And thanks for a great year. I can't wait to get back out on the diamond with everyone next year. So thanks very much.
Jack. I was the coach of the Henley Grange Women's Div 2 team. We did have some highlights throughout the season. For example, Alina Rowe wasn't a pitcher at the start of the season, but she grew to be one of the best towards the end. And Gemma was probably the team's glue. She held us together through the entire thing, and didn't have a bad thing to say about her. And we ended the season pretty okay. We had a few wins and a few losses, but the girls did well and had some fun. First award is the Coaches Award, and the winner of the Coaches Award was Alina Rowe. Alina, as I said, was pretty apprehensive to pitch at the start of the season, but by the end she really took the pitching and leadership role very seriously, and all the girls seemed to like her and was able to talk to her. The batting award was Katrina Perovi. She didn't have a full season, but she was one of the new girls this year and did well considering that she didn't have the experience of some of the other girls. Best and fairest was Gemma. She was playing Division 7 and Women's all season and never complained about being sore for catching every week. And she was one of the most experienced girls on our team, and she seemed to have fun talking to girls of any age, even though she was the youngest in the team. And our most valuable player was Jasmine Pedder. She was our main pitcher throughout the year. She did very well, and I could see her going to Division 1 Women's in the next year and doing reasonably well in Division 1 as well. So it just depends on where she wants to go with baseball. She could go anywhere. To close, I'd like to thank everyone who helped me throughout the years. Ethan, Darren Hocking, and all the girls for making me feel like I was at home coaching and didn't feel like a last option. And I thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to coach.
Hey Rams, Matt Bartolo here, one of the coaches of the Women's Division 2 team, along with Ethan Badcock. It was quite an enjoyable season. This is our third year. We had a lot of returning players, which is for their second and third year, and then a bunch of new players, which is always really, really good to see. We had quite a good turnout for our pre-season. We did 8 weeks at Seton High. We also ran an arena fitness training program at Westlake's Good Life, which was very successful. We then rolled into our normal Monday night trainings, which we had good turnouts for as well, and plenty of players keen to train as much as they could throughout the season, which makes our job as coaches really, really easy. We ended up finishing 7th. Out of 11 games, we won 4 of those games. A couple of tight contests and a couple of really, really good games, and real big highlights for the girls was a walk-off against Port Adelaide, which was fantastic. Highlights for me would have been the derby we played at the end of the season. Both teams playing against each other. It was a lot of intensity, looking forward to it during the week, but both teams were still very respectful towards each other and to their teammates as well, and that was really great to see. Personal highlight for me was being asked to coach during the Women's Div 2 All-Star game. This was a hell of a time, and it was a lot of fun and good to meet a lot of new players and see some of the talent that's in this league at the moment, and it's looking really, really good. Now it's over to Ethan with our award winners.
Thanks, Matt. Now for the baseball awards.
The Most Improved Award goes to Ebony Bartolo with an average of .476, 10 hits, 15 RBIs, 0 errors in the field, and 1 double play. Ebony has improved immensely from last year to this year. She now has a batting average. It was amazing to watch how much she has improved throughout the season, and I'm very proud. Congratulations, Ebony. Batting Trophy. This award goes to Zoe Higginbotham. Zoe had a very good year with the bat, with an average of .909, an on-base percentage of .944, 10 hits, 9 RBIs, and 0 strikeouts. When Zoe came to us in the second half of the season from Adelaide, it was a very good pickup for us. Placing her in the 3-hole, and with her lefty bat and good speed, she did very well. She blossomed into a very good hitter, and I'm very proud of what she has achieved this year. Congratulations, Zoe. The Best and Fairest Award goes to Nicole Winnett, aka Nickers. She had an outstanding year with 17 votes and an average of .621, 18 hits and 1 home run, also with 19 RBI. She polled in the top 5 for the Division 2 Baseball SA League votes. Nicole had a very good season with the bat, but especially being trustworthy out in the field, placing her in centre field, making sure I had a strong outfield and knowing that she'd make the catches. Nicole is a very good player to coach, very fun to be around with her bubbly personality and her cracking funny jokes. Congratulations, Nicholas. The Most Valuable Player Award, the MVP. This award goes to Adria Butterworth. She was one of my trustworthy players as well, but especially on the mound. She had 12 strikeouts, pitched 17.1 innings, but also did really well with the bat with an average of 368 and 7 hits. But when we didn't let her hit and just focus on her pitching, she blossomed into a very good pitcher. Yes, sometimes there were ups and downs, but that's part of learning. And she has took it upon herself to really become a leader and to make sure that she can help as much as possible. And when she does do well, she is a very good pitcher. Congratulations, Adria.
Wanted to thank Ethan Badcock, my assistant all year, did a fantastic job and really stepped up when I wasn't able to be there all the time. Alison Badcock, our scorer all year, thank you so much. Emily Badcock, our bat girl, and hopefully next year our #1 draft pick when she's eligible to play. Also thanks to the other coaches and assistants, Jack Kilner, Frank Lettermendia, Adam Rowe, Michael and Nate Burlow, and Colin Talbot for all the help you guys put in through the year. Really made it a successful year for the girls, I think.
Thank you, Matt, for being there and entrusting me with this team and picking me as one of your assistant/head coaches. I'd also like to thank Griff for helping me as well throughout the year when Matt wasn't there because of work. Another mention I would like to make is Frank. Thank you for helping me throughout training. Also, small little thank yous to Michael and Nate Burlow. And also, a last big thank you. Thank you to the ladies, both teams. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope that for the rest of your career, if it's a short one or a long one, that you enjoy the game, and I hope I helped. Thank you.
Thanks, Ethan. We will now move on to the under-19s, a team that were actually able to compete in the grand final and were successful in a cracking game at Diamond Sports.
What's going on, Ram fam? Phil Acosta here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's healthy. I'm here today to present the Under-19 awards. First, want to say on the season that it was tournament, not season, but it was a hell of a tournament. Ended up walking away with only one loss, and that one loss ended up being against the team that the boys faced in the championship, and they ended up beating them. Very proud of you boys, but at the same time, it takes a village. Can't thank enough the coaches Mark Bull and Shane Priest for doing their part as well, and the men that were on this team that were playing. You guys did a hell of a job, and we're all proud of you. Here to present the awards and the coaches award will be going to Chase Rowe. Chase came off the bench in the championship game and basically worked the count to full and took a pitch down the line that ended up tying the game in the final inning, and we ended up taking the lead in that inning and won. Next is batting average. Liam Bull with a .500 batting average. One of the staples of the future for Henley Grange. Can't be prouder. For best and fairest, and that goes to Koki Yonezawa. For the most part, was the most consistent throughout this tournament. Did a very good job in the field and a very good leadoff hitter for us. And lastly, the most valuable player goes to Liam Bull for his performance on the field, hitting wise, and in the championship, pitching as well. Very impressive performance. Like I said, I want to thank the players. You guys, I know I was very hard on you guys, but it's because you guys are worth it and you guys are that good and that you are the future, like I keep telling you. To keep working, and a very exciting future ahead for you guys. Want to thank scorekeepers as well for keeping track of the games. Can't thank you enough. I know it's not easy getting out there during the week. And Mark Bull and Shane Priest as coaches. You guys were impressive and a hell of a lot of fun for 6 weeks. Thanks, guys, and take care. Hopefully we can get on the field soon.
We will now move into games played milestones, followed by junior and senior club persons of the year. We will then hear from Division 3 and Division 2, and then unveil the Ray Thorne medalist.
Ram fam, I'm here tonight with two club legends and Tommy Wickens and Chris Hobart to make a special presentation. It was only a couple of weeks ago that I was with the Under 17 Division 2 team at their team presentations, and I awarded the Paul Sykes Shield to their team for their contribution as coaches and as players to our baseball club off the field. Tonight I've got another special presentation to make. I've got no idea why I'm here. But I'm proud to announce that you guys are joint recipients this year of the Sandy Abbott Perpetual Trophy for the best junior club people of the year.
Wow, wowee!
And that's for your contribution to our club's junior program. 2 weeks before the season this year, we desperately needed coaches for our Under 17 Division 2 team. We reached out to our membership, and you guys put your hands up and thought you'd give it a crack. Which I think is truly remarkable because you guys are all obviously still playing senior baseball. You train 2 nights a week. You're up early Sunday mornings playing Div 3 and also sitting on the bench and hanging around and helping out Division 2. So to do the Under 17 job meant that you're going to mount another 2 nights training and also giving up your Saturday afternoons. So on top of that, after taking the job, the Under 17 twos only had 7 players. So you relied on 2 under 15s filling in every week.
Not an easy job.
And it wasn't easy, but I know the guys had a heap of fun. You developed their baseball skills. You got them right through to the grand final this year. Unfortunately, the season was suspended just 2 days before the grand final. And I got a good feeling, and you guys had a good feeling that you could have, on your day, you would have knocked off Sturt and got the premiership.
Absolutely.
As well as all that, I've got a number of comments from other club presidents, other teams on the spirit and the sportsmanship in which you instilled in the Under 17 2 team this season and the way you played the game. So we met as a committee a while back, about a month ago, and we were thinking about who we could award these trophies to, and we couldn't think of 2 better blokes more deserving to win this award. So I'd like to present you guys with the Sandy Abbott Joint Winners Junior Club People of the Year.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
There's a shield. This goes back in you hang on to your individual shields, but this one will go back in the trophy cabinet down the club. Like anything to say, boys?
Thanks so much. I mean, obviously, it's just Tom and I had no clue what we were getting into at the start of the year, but we couldn't have had a better team. Both the kids and the parents had the best baseball season since I've ever had.
I easily had one of the most enjoyable baseball seasons I've ever had. Do you know what I mean? And I think that also showed in both of our games as well. You know, when you're having fun with your mates, it just fluctuates through everything. Do you know what I mean? It's the best. It was a really good season. Sucks the way it ended, but I feel like we can come back stronger next year, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Go Rams.
Awesome, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. How's it going, Ram fan?
Oh no.
I'm here at the Mertens' house tonight. I've interrupted their dinner. I've got Shano here, Ben and Barb Merton. Philly's on the video. They've got no idea why I'm here. So I'll get started. Every year, the Henley Grange Baseball Club, at the completion of every season, offers the Best Club Senior Person of the Year. It's called the Peter Kemp Award, and the Shield for the Senior Club Person of the Year for their contributions to the baseball club. Peter Kemp would have loved to have been here tonight, but obviously with the virus restrictions and the logistics, he couldn't be here, so I'm standing in for his proxy. How's it going, Kempy? Traditionally, it's offered to one person. Last year, for the first time in the history of the club, it was offered to a first couple, and Paul and Wendy Roxby, for their contribution to the club in the canteen and on the grounds and everything else they do. And this year, for the first time in the history of the Henley Grange Baseball Club, the committee has decided to offer the Senior Club Persons of the Year to Barb and Ben Merton.
Well, thank you.
Because I think...
Thanks, mate. Wow.
Oh.
Cool. And you get the whole list, we'll get some photos with it, but you've got to give it back for the trophy cabinet.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll start with Ben.
I live with this guy.
I'll start with
Big
Ben.
time.
These people have only been at our club for 2 years. They've come across from Woodville and been with our club for 2 seasons, so it's absolutely extraordinary. It's like they've been here for 20 years. Every year, the biggest bugbear from the committee point of view is finding housing for the imports. And last year, Ben opened up his house to Tim. And this year, he's had Shane Priest stay with him, and also Philly Cheese Acosta's snuggled into the couch, I think.
How's your arm going over there, mate?
I know I'm speaking to Shane. He's absolutely loved it in Australia this year, and a big part of that has got to do with Mertz. He's made them feel safe. He's made them feel right at home. As well as that, Mertz coaches a Division 3 team with Philly. His experience has been invaluable to the youngsters out there, so thanks Mertz for everything you've done.
Nice.
To Barb, I know she's a scorer extraordinaire. She scored for Division 3, she scored for Division 4, she's filled in with a lot of other teams. Once a week she's had the boys over for dinner, and they've probably raided the fridge and taken home enough food for 2 other dinners. But at the end of last season, Timmy, our import, got into trouble with the police, as we know, and he needed a home to stay while he was out on bail. Barb opened up a home not only to Tim, but to his mum and dad, Tom and Sharon, who came out from the States. She housed them, she fed them, she drove them around, and without Barb, we wouldn't have got them through the court trial. And you're an absolute godsend, Barb. And both Ben and Barb, we appreciate everything you do for our baseball club.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Barb and Ben.
Thank you.
And congratulations on winning Senior Club People of the Year.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
That is
Great.
so
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much.
Hey, how's it going, Ram fam? Phil Acosta here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's healthy, safe. I'm here to present the Division 3 awards. First off, can't thank enough or appreciate enough how much you guys played this year. You guys deserve that. Going from the year prior to getting a low seed to this year getting the number 2 seed really early in the season was a very awesome feeling. As a coach, it felt like every time we went out there that you guys were going to win, and you guys did. You guys won a lot. You guys should be proud of yourselves. A lot to be proud of. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way we wanted, but there's still hope for next year. I'm here to present the awards. Coach's Award is going to go to Mitchell Matheson. Was our everyday catcher. Decided to drop down a division because he wanted to keep catching, and he ended up working himself into a good middle to the top of the lineup with his offense as the season's gone on. Very good job, Mitch. We're proud of you. Batting Award will be going to Jeff Smith. Jeff posted a .422 batting average, and for most of the season was at top 3 or 4 in our lineup, and played his heart out every time he was out there. I also want to say congratulations to you and Jenna. Sorry that Corona didn't make it the way you wanted, but nonetheless, very happy for you guys. Congratulations. Best and fairest went to Tom Wickens. Was our number 1 all year as a pitcher, and played his heart out, and was a very good role model for the younger guys, and was a leader out there for the Division 3. And lastly, the Most Valuable Player Award, without a question, is Tom Wickens again. Like I said, he was a big part of this team, and he led the guys very well. Want to finish it off with a big thank you to our scorekeeper, Barb Merton. Thank you very much for all your efforts. I know it's not easy doing the commutes on the weekends, taking away a day out of your weekend, but we do appreciate it a lot. Club appreciates it a lot. And like I said, to you Division 3 guys, you played a hell of a season. It'd be a lot to be proud of. All right, thanks guys. Take care. Hopefully see you soon on the field.
Hey guys, Hatters here, coach of Division 2. So this season we had an outstanding year. We finished the season 14-7 and finishing in 4th place. So at the start of the year we had a goal that we would breed as many young kids into senior baseball as possible, and I really feel like we achieved that this year. So onto the awards. The Coaches Award this year goes to a guy that hit 400 for the year, and that goes to Koki Yonezawa. Koki led the team with 26 hits, also leading the team with 15 stolen bases. Played solid defense up the middle. The Batting Award this year goes to a guy that also led the team in on-base percentage at .609, had 2 home runs and 14 RBIs, and leading the team with a batting average of .460. That goes to Simon Wilson. And up to the umpire votes best and fairest, and that goes to a guy that really took a leadership role with our young team this year. Had an outstanding year with the bat, also excellent behind the dish. Finishing with 21 votes is Simon Wilson. And next up is the MVP. So this guy had an incredible year and finished the year with a batting average of .280, leading the team with 20 RBIs. But the work that he did on the mound this year was incredible. He went 3-2 with a 2.15 ERA, while also striking out 34 guys, and that goes to Jordan Hodges. And lastly, I'd just like to thank Hardy and all the other coaches, our scorer. It's been an amazing year, and it was really good to have your support. A massive thank you to JP. Without him there, it just makes game day so much harder, so your assistance was greatly appreciated, mate. All right, thank you.
And we'd like to formally recognise and thank our Division 1 and 2 scorer, David Sesson. David came to the club and had some pretty big shoes to fill left behind by John Lawrence. He has done a magnificent job and been a great asset to the Henley Grange Baseball Club. David, thank you very much. It's now time for the Ray Thorne medal count. Ray Thorne was the club's leading administrator in the very early days. In 1950, Ray was awarded life membership, the very first for the club. The 1978-79 season saw Chris Wade win the inaugural Ray Thorne medal, given to the best and fairest player across all senior divisions who polls the most umpire votes. Here are your top 20 players. Nigel Curing, Ethan Badcock and Luke Trevaskis, Scott Bean, Taylor Resnoff and Ebony Bartolo, Jake Rusinoff, Zoe Higginbotham, Glenn Lodge, Jack Partington and Geordie Gross, Jeff Smith, Geordie Hodges, Josh Kunders and Gavin Wood, Andy Barrett, Landon Hernandez, Chris Jansen and Simon Wilson, Jack Kilner, Kylie Butterwick and Jasmine Petter, Tom Wickens, Gemma Letamendia. And the runner-up is Nicole Winnett. And the 2019-20 Ray Thorne medalist comes from Division 6, Christian Butterwick. Congratulations, Christian.
Hi, this is Christian Butterwick. I'm honoured to be this year's recipient of the Ray Thorne medal. Thanks to my Div 6 and 7 team, coaches and club for helping me be a better player. Special thanks to my parents for pushing me to be the best I can be, and thanks to my first pitching coach Barry, who helped me develop my skills and love of the game. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Christian. We will now hand over to our Division 1 coach, Russell Hart, who will be followed by Dominic Hodges with a few final thank yous.
Division 1 for 2019-20 season.
This season brought so many highlights for me and us as a club. I think it's been our most successful season since 2004-2005.
For me, it's the first time I was able to beat Kensington since I came back to the club as a coach. And I think it's the first time as a club we've beaten them in Division 1 since 2003-2004. And did we do it in style, beating their star import 13-2. We had some awesome battles with some of the top clubs, which we are comfortably one of the best in the league now, and everyone's taken notice of that. That isn't just on the field either, it's off the field. Also, week in, week out, showing other clubs that we've got the best supporter base in the league, outnumbering them both at home and away games, week in, week out. The season for me started with the signing of Geordie Gross and Jack Partington, which changed the way we were able to play. Having Jack in the leadoff spot, he hit over 400 most of the season, finished off at 350, but having a guy being able to get on base and a guy who, with his wheels, being able to steal every week, stealing 24 bases for the season and beating the next guy by 10, I think, had a fantastic year. Add that with the improvement of Liam Ball, Griff Webber, Seichiro Suzuki and Phil Acosta. They were absolutely massive for our team. The leadership shown by Brett Hattersley, James Bell, Landon Hernandez and Lockie Burrows was also unparalleled. These guys led the team and led the best team in the league for the majority of the year, and did it fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better leadership group. This leads into league awards. So Jack Partington won the Gold Glove Outfielder of the Year. Landon Hernandez won the RBI winner of the league, hitting 40. and also making his 5th All-Star team in a row. And we also had Brett Hattersley making the All-Star team, batting over 400 and playing at right field. Partington and Ball narrowly missed selection for that team. I just want to thank the committee this season. They've been a really good backup for me and all the coaches. Also want to thank my assistant coaches, Taj Merrill, who did a fantastic job with the pitches, Burke Webber, who came across and helped out with the hitters, also coached first base for me, did a fantastic job, and Justin Patriarca, who was also there giving input off the bench and did a great job this year. Also congratulations to Justin and Helen for having their first baby, Thomas. Also just want to congratulate Division 2 and 3 this year. We would have had 3 teams playing in the preliminary final this week, and I know everyone at the club is proud of what you guys accomplished. Unfortunately, with what's going on in the world, we never got to the ending that we were after. But I have no doubt in my mind we would have pushed every team in every grade all the way to the end. This makes next season that much more important, showing everyone what you guys are capable of. And having young guys come through like Jordan Hodges, Luke Trevaskis, Nate Burlow, Ethan Badcock, Connor McLeod, the future is very bright for Henley Grange. Thank you very much. And now, on to the awards. This year's Rookie of the Year award goes to Seiichiro Suzuki. This young guy hit in the 5-hole all season, played at left field, which he played very well. He improved a lot this year, getting a lot stronger over the off-season. He hit .289 with 27 RBIs and 7 home runs. Congratulations, Seiichiro.
Thank you very much for choosing me as a Rookie of the Year. I appreciate Hardy for giving me a chance to play for Div 1, and I appreciate everyone from the club for having me since I came to this country. I left my country when I was 15, and I remember I couldn't speak any English, so that was probably hard to have me at the club, but everyone was very kind and helpful to me, so I really appreciate for that. Now I got better at baseball and English, so I can feel that was a good decision to come to Australia to play for Henley Grange. I'm missing playing baseball with everyone, so I'm looking forward to playing baseball next season for Henley Grange again. And the virus is going around at the moment, so I hope everyone's staying healthy and doing good. Thank you.
This year's Coaches Award goes to Griffin Webber. This was a very tough award to pick, as there were so many worthy recipients. But I've gone with a guy who came across to us for more opportunity. He has become an absolute workhorse for us behind the dish, catching every game, and this was probably his most consistent year with the bat, hitting .263 with 6 doubles, 2 home runs. Also not making an error behind the dish. Congratulations, Griff.
Thanks to Hardy and the coaches' staff. Very honoured to accept the Coaches Award this year. It's a great group of guys, and I love playing with them. It was unfortunate the way that the season had to end, but we got unfinished business for next year. Go the Rams.
Batting Average Award. Brett Hattersley is a recipient of that, as most of you would know. He had an absolute stellar season, hitting .402 in the end. This culminated in Brett being selected in the All-Star team at right field. Brett had 27 RBIs, 8 doubles and 4 home runs, and really led the team from the front, batting in the 3-hole all season. Congratulations.
Just wanted to say thank you for the batting award this season. It was a great season. Just wanted to say thank you to Hardy, Burke and Lando for your help. Thanks, guys.
The Kevin Hughes Memorial Award is awarded to the Division 1 Best and Fairest. This goes off umpire votes at the Caps Medal. This year it goes to a guy who was a true champion of the SABL, Landon Hernandez. He has been with us for 5 years now, and for me, he'd be one of my first pick in the best ever Henley Grange team. He had another great year with us, with the bat leading the league with 40 RBIs, and again for his 5th straight year making the All-Star team at first base. Congratulations, Landon.
Hello everyone, hope everyone's staying safe out there. I'm honored to accept this award. We've had one of the best years at Henley Grange since I've been here. It's unfortunate that the season ended abruptly. I feel that we could have been competitive the next 2 weeks on our journey to winning the flag. I'd like to thank Dom and Henley Grange Baseball Club. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'd like to thank Hardy. Hardy puts in countless hours on and off the field to get the club and get the players ready to where it needs to be competitive. I'd like to thank the coaching staff, Taj, Hatters, JP, Burke. Thank you for the time that you've put in. It hasn't gone unnoticed. I'd like to thank the boys. You all made this season one of my favorite seasons in the SABL. Each week we come in, we compete, trainings, we have a lot of fun joking around. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family, my beautiful wife Nikki. I'd like to thank my little baller Mason. Thank you, you guys are my life, inspiration and drive. Thank you for allowing me to keep playing the game that I love, the best game in the world. That's all I got. I want to say thank you everyone. Cheers and go Rams.
The Eddie McCullough Senior Club Champion Award, which is the Division 1 Most Valuable Player. This award is formulated through stats over the season. This year's winner is Liam Bull. Very privileged to be able to give this to Liam this season. He had an exceptional year. He hit .398 with 4 home runs and fielding .913. I've known Liam and his family for a lot of years now, and it's been a privilege to see this young man grow into the player and person he is. Liam narrowly missed out on All-Star team selection, but had a lot of people take notice of his season. I think we all look forward to seeing this young man's continued development over the next few years. Congratulations, Liam.
As Senior Club Champion. I'd especially like to thank Hardy for being so patient and trusting in me. I'm proud to be awarded with this prestigious award, and it's an honour to be on the same trophy as people I admire, such as Simo, Dom, JP and Landon. Thank you to my teammates for being such good blokes this year. I've really enjoyed my time, and it's unfortunate that the season got cut short. I'm excited for next year, and we have some up and coming talent that I'm keen to play with. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of the club members for being such good supporters throughout the season.
As well as many congratulations, presentation nights are all about thanking the efforts of those who volunteer to make the mighty Rams a successful baseball club. I would like to begin by thanking the committee who work tirelessly so we can field teams and enjoy the best of facilities. To Ebony Bartolo and Karen Burlow, who are stepping down from their committee roles, thank you for your efforts over the last 4 seasons. The baseball club is in a truly better position because of your professional and tireless efforts. To DT, Rocks, Jim Burke, Wayne Rowe and the grounds crews, thank you. To Paul and Wendy Roxby, it was another stellar, profitable season in the canteen, with record sales in hot dogs and hot chips. To the coaches, assistant coaches, team managers, scorers, umpires, canteen volunteers, barbecue chefs, and those who assist in any way, thank you. The Ram fam never disappoints. The season officially ends in a month's time when we hope to hold our annual general meeting. Dates will be announced shortly, and there are committee positions available for nomination. If you would like to know more about a particular portfolio, please contact me. The committee is already planning to start next season in October, and as I mentioned earlier, it is an exciting time to be part of our club. However, coming out from the coronavirus, it also will be a challenging time and force us to rethink the ways we have done things in the past. In closing, thank you for attending tonight's event. I hope you and your families enjoyed the meal. Raffle winners will be announced when we actually sell some tickets. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay stay fit. May God bless you and your families. Dom.
Thanks, Dom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation. Thank you for all your comments and company. Stay safe and good night.